Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they not my cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action with Lawrence. And his first pass is incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's got room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Harvey. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out in the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks had 3-8 on the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. They find some open field here. And the Jaguars are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mike Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's 2nd and 8. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Harvey. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Harvey throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
But to throw again is Lawrence. Complete to Likely. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, if you're going to give him that kind of time, he's just going to shred you.
You might as well put a sofa out there for him. I mean, that's unbelievable because I don't care who you are in coverage. With that amount of time, someone's going to shake free, and he's going to be able to throw the ball with a whole lot of confidence.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Lawrence. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
2nd down and goal. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Isaiah Likely. As the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Harvey. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles. But that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters. But in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Harvey completes it to Fant on the right side. Finding space at the 40. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QB's love.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Harvey. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw is on target to Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go play action now. Lawrence. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He finds his man complete. That's Bailey. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Harvey throws left side. Atwell's got it. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and it gets the lead a bit further. Sent now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Likely hauls in the quick slant. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Well, we sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Lawrence's throw taken in by Adams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
That's caught.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Crossing route, he finds Likely. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Pushes past him. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. On play action, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Isaiah Likely. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Jags add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things were looking really good at half, Charles, but the story has changed, and they just sat this offense on the sideline, watch another touchdown go in the wrong direction. They're really getting blitzed in the 2nd half.
And the pressure is really on because they need a big-time drive to calm things down. Well, as you mentioned, things have really gone in the wrong direction. The momentum's all on the other side of the ball. Their offense has now given their defense a lot of confidence. You know they're going to get after them here.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And hit behind the line. He lost gets the football. It's loose. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Harvey caught on the slant. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
But they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kari Blossingame taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Cook up the gut. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. It's Lawrence. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. On the move past the 40. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Now a timeout coming in here defensively, as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Lawrence will throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Harvey. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And and something that you noticed along the way.